That might be just a tiny bit loud. I will adjust here. There we go. Hello everyone. Welcome back for the last video of Spiritfarer. Joining me is StarPrincessHLC.
Who's ready to bash some rocks together?
And JKLantern.
Well, I'm ready now.
It kind of picked up, yeah. I heard a little bit. In case you can't tell, Lantern was opening up alcohol for this because, as you might have figured out, this is the cooking episode where we're going to go through all 100+ recipes. Are you sure I'm not the one that got drunk?
This episode brought to you by Angry Orchard.
But yes, all 100+ recipes. And the way it will go is this. For each one, you see we have number 1 cod. That is the ingredient I'm throwing in the oven. Or in the case of 2, it will have 2. You know how this works. It will sit up there for 10 seconds like this, and then flash over to the finished dish and the title of said dish. These will include the ones we have already gone over during the Let's Play, but I'm sure ones like the corn dog will still elicit groaning out of Lantern.
That's not how fucking corn dogs.
Hey, at least it wasn't like the other one I found.
Oh no.
Which had bacon. Use bacon, folks. And just an ear of corn. That'll get you a corn dog.
No! That'll get you bacon-wrapped corn!
But anyway, and the music you are hearing in the background, for those of you listening on the YouTubes, is the soundtrack to Beacon Pines. A wonderful little game that if you have not heard of, you should go look up and at least take a look at, because if nowhere else, Star and Lantern have a Let's Play of it on their channel, which will have long since been uploaded by the time this video comes out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, it'll go number 1, cod. It'll stay up there for a bit, then the end result will pop up for 5 seconds. If you wish to pause and vent about these at any time, let me know before we move on. Because like I said, it will be fast. It'll be 10 seconds and 5 seconds for each one. Anyway,
let's get this trip into hell started.
Something like that. Anyway, and click.
Cod.
So our first recipe is just cod. Into the oven it goes, and we get grilled fish.
From an oven, we grilled it. Yes.
Number 2, a scallop. Just a scallop. Into the oven.
I had that when I was visiting
Steamed shellfish.
We steamed it in an oven, yes. Yes, now I remember.
Corn. Corn all by itself.
This will give you a... This is how I cook corn.
We get popcorn.
No! I literally roast husks of corn, like, on the grill or in an oven. They do not... No. No.
But it's right there. Popcorn.
Nero Wolf, please do something about this.
Then we throw in an apple. I think this was one of your early favorites, Lantern. Apple by itself. Poached fruit.
The oven!
Oven! This is correct. This is what we are using, an oven.
I misread that.
Scallop and corn thrown together. Just an ear of corn and a scallop.
I don't think that was at the hibachi place.
Paella.
No.
No.
I don't think... Granted, it's been a long time since I've looked at a paella recipe.
But that's what we got. Paella. Next up, A snow crab. All by its little lonesome.
Boy, if I had a nickel for every time crabs came up this evening for recording, I'd have at least 2 nickels.
Heat-treated crab.
You're not technically wrong.
Okay, that one's good.
That's not typically how you cook crab, but
Lobster by itself.
you should get lobster. Roast lobster of some sort.
Lobster germinal.
I remember looking that up and it's like, no, you missed a step in there.
So now, potato by itself.
A baked potato.
Grilled veggie.
No! It is
How
neither
about some-
grilled nor a veggie.
How about some rice by itself?
That'll give you a fire.
Or in this case, plain rice.
Rice with no water in an oven.
Fire glow. Probably not a real vegetable.
It gives you arson.
It gives you basically flamin' firebirds. I don't know what those would be, but scallop and mushroom together. What do you think that gets us?
I feel like there was a pasta dish that had those 2 ingredients, but...
Shellfish stew.
I mean, you can do stews in ovens, sort of. I've done it, but it involved, like, a very specific piece of meat and a very specific process.
And now moving on, we put corn and cabbage.
I had corned beef and cabbage for dinner tonight.
But not corn and cabbage.
No.
Which gets us a grain salad.
That is wrong!
Grain salad. This
No.
game has the most interesting salads I've ever seen.
My mom makes grain salads, and that is not how you make grain salad.
It is here.
Wheat,
So no.
wheat
flour all by
That should-
itself.
That should give us a boat fire.
I assume you can guess what we get in the game anyway, though.
Flatbread.
Mill bread.
There wasn't any leavening! There was nothing to make the wheat ascend!
Oh no, we have cod and corn.
Corn on
Is
the
it be-
cod.
You can't see my expression right now.
Fish curry.
You don't make curry in a fucking oven! And corn is not a typical curry ingredient. Curry is East to Central Asia. Corn is it's an American thing.
We're only 14 recipes in.
Yeah?
We're gonna die. We're all going to die.
I think you're gonna need another Angry Orchard at this rate.
I haven't even started drinking yet. I'm too busy working on this pot pie I have in front of me.
How about some lobster and some corn? Let's throw those 2 together.
You'll have the first Thanksgiving.
We get southern boil.
Boil in an oven.
Boil in an oven, yeah. What, you don't think water can get hot enough in an oven?
It's indirect heat, so it doesn't exactly like it take. It's not a good way to boil water, is where I'm going.
I
with
didn't think
this.
it was good, but it would work.
Rice
So
flour.
Yeah, rice flour all by itself. Specifically rice flour.
Gotta make rice
pudding.
cakes.
Hang on. What do we get? Noodle soup!
There are many things wrong with that, and they are all of them. make noodles out of rice flour. In fact, that's common in East Asian cuisine. It would not involve an oven anywhere in the process. None of that would involve an oven. Also, it would involve a liquid of some kind. Also, what the fuck is wrong with you, game?
It's impressive that it comes with the bowl, too.
Yeah.
Sinful apple cider, please. Please make the world a better place. Oh,
Hard
boy.
shell clam and corn flour.
If it's deep fried oysters, I'm gonna stab a bitch.
It is a clam cake.
Those usually I've seen stovetop when you do them. Moving on.
Cod and cabbage.
Why?
Different from cod and corn.
Yeah, no corn on the cod here.
Bouillabaisse.
You don't make that in the oven, and I looked up the recipe when we made it the first time, and I remember, like, cabbage was not one of the veggies typically in it.
I think specifically that recipe just calls for any leaf veggie. By the games, I just went with cabbage because it was the most ridiculous one.
Cod plus cabbage sounds like you're getting a bowl of farts.
So now we're up to 19. Mushroom, all by itself.
I know we get Princess Peach.
Hey, princess! They stuck me in the oven!
Grilled mushrooms.
No, because this is not a grill, it's an oven.
Some more cabbage, this time with bay shrimp. We get bisque.
You don't make that in an oven!
We just did.
I am sinking this boat. I am grabbing a hammer, and I am slamming a hole in the side of this. This boat is sinking into the river Styx.
Look, if a tool couldn't do it, and all the time he was banging around the boat, I think you'll have a hard time.
He's not as angry as I am.
Coffee beans, you've seen this recipe. Just black coffee.
Add milk and get coffee with cream.
So apple and rice flour.
I could see this being an apple pie or an apple fritter of some sort.
What about applesauce?
Apple pie.
Gross oversimplification, but
Blueberries and corn flour.
why?
Blueberry cornbread?
Berry pie.
I wouldn't use corn flour for that. You can to make the dough, but I wouldn't.
And now
It's not a good glutinous dough, is the thing.
Yeah, well, you know. The recipe book just said flour. It did not specify.
Pear and wheat flour. What sort of hellacious fruit pie are we getting now?
Probably a pear pie or a pear cobbler of some kind.
Tartlets. So now we have octopus and rice flour.
We're getting takoyaki, which you fucking fry.
You sure it's not calamari?
Fisherman's pie.
The hell?
He's just more confused than anything.
Is that actually a thing? Hang
I
on.
would assume so.
To the Google webs. Let's see here. Fisherman's pie, all recipes. Okay, this is calling for cod, milk, cheese, spinach, onion, potatoes. This seems like a shepherd's pie except with fish.
Yeah, I think that's basically the idea. So now we're up to peach and corn flour.
Peach cobbler. Again, corn flour would not be my first choice for this.
With ice cream,
Ooh.
apparently.
What the? No. You don't get ice cream from the oven.
I mean, Dylan Hollis managed to make ice cream from the fridge.
Yeah.
She's my cherry pie, put a smile on your face, 10 miles wide. So good, brings a tear to your eye. Sweet cherry pie. Oh,
Yeah, this one's fairly obvious.
No. Warrant hates that song.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. You wanted cherry pie.
So now we have bay shrimp and wheat flour.
This'll be some form of fried shrimp, I have no doubt.
Tempura.
I don't think they usually use wheat flour for tempura, but I can't swear to it.
And chicken all by itself. We've seen that one before. Just get some grilled chicken out of it.
Out of the oven.
Out of the oven. So now we have snow crab and wheat flour.
What the hell is this gonna be?
Crab cakes?
Crab cakes!
Again, that's the thing I usually see stove-topped.
So now lobster and wheat flour.
Lobster cakes?
If it makes lobster roll, the entire
Lobster
nation...
roll!
You son of a bitch! This game is banned in New England. How dare you betray me with one of my favorite foods to eat in the Northeast?
Well, now you know what you need to make it.
No, this is not how you make lobster roll!
Are you sure? It seemed to work perfectly fine.
You're an Okie! You've never even seen a lobster roll!
Point taken.
It's lobster on bread!
Yeah, okay. Cabbage and wheat flour.
Cabbage roll?
Veggie pot pie.
Okay, you skipped a couple steps in ingredients in their game.
And here's fake ingredient and honey.
Oh, this is how we get the Mike's Hot Honey.
Cough drops. Spicy cough drops.
I am confusion. Moving on.
I was too. So we have squid and wheat flour.
This is gonna be fried calamari, and I'm gonna hate it.
Calamari is delicious.
It is, but that's not how you...
Calamari rings.
That's not how you...
Corn flour and milk.
This has to be some form of cornbread.
Mm.
Milk toast.
I was not aware that that was actually a kind of food. I always saw it just used as an insult.
Yeah, well, it's a food here apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And then just milk by itself. I think we went over this one already.
We did, but I don't remember what it was offhand.
Hot milk. That's a
Technically
boring
not
one.
wrong.
Yeah. So now we have bluefin tuna and garlic, and I know we went over this one in the Let's Play. Because it gave us tuna tataki.
Right, and I was looking that one up, I think.
So now mushroom and cabbage.
The nation of Ireland?
Mushroom salad.
I'm pretty sure that's not how you do that.
Plus, if it was really that Irish, wouldn't it be potatoes?
Yeah,
Well,
I was gonna say.
They brought the potatoes from North America to Ireland, and like it became a monoculture essentially in Ireland because they could store and prepare it without any outside help, as opposed to most standard grains, which are you need someone with a mill to turn it into something usable, and yeah.
How about sawdust and milk?
I feel like this was a recipe in one of my Alaskan cookbooks.
See, it involves.
Mock-
It should have.
Mock
Salmon.
gruel.
Yeah, there's something like that in the Alaska cookbook. There's a chapter on, like, ways to con people that people conned each other with fake food. And it involved, like, making fake butter. Aloo gobi.
Yep.
I feel like that's gonna be somebody's D&D character in the future.
Could be.
Probably a fish person.
Mhm.
Then clam and milk.
Clam chowder.
Of the New England variety?
I believe so.
And yep, clam chowder.
That's not how you make it, but fine. Whatever.
Scallops and sunflower oil.
Sunflower oil tends to taste funky.
Fried surf.
We just stick a stick. Now we just gotta stick a steak in there, and then we get surf and turf.
That's the next DLC. The third ingredient, oven hellhole for torturing lanterns.
Bay shrimp. All by its little lonesome.
It's not gonna carry much if it's just one shrimp.
We get shrimp cocktail.
No, I don't think you do.
So once again, something spicy and milk here. Why couldn't they just make these jalapenos? Seems to be the purpose they serve.
Now, see, the jalapenos are in the other place.
How do you get a latte from that?
The same way you get a shrimp cocktail out of one bay shrimp.
Moving on.
Carrots and honey.
Glazed carrots, you can technically do this in the oven.
Hmm?
It's a little finicky, but it's doable.
Octopus. All by itself.
Rubber.
Ink.
Grilled octopus.
It's not a grill, though.
Or is it?
And squid by itself.
Which is probably grilled squid.
Squid skewer.
Close enough.
You missed some steps.
Corn and milk.
Corn chowder.
Buttermilk?
Cereal bowl.
Oh, okay.
That worked
You
just-
got cereal out of the oven. You stuck corn and milk into an oven. And you got a bowl of cornflakes somehow.
Yes,
Turn
yes we
the-
did.
You turned the oven on with the milk and the corn in it. I feel the ghosts of my ancestors crawling along my back in rage.
I mean,
Just-
wasn't that kind of sort of how cornflakes actually got made?
I don't know the precise process, but basically it involved like grinding and dehydrating corn, essentially. You would have to do the milk separate at least. My Kellogg blood boils.
Luckily for us, that's the only cereal I think that's in this game. But now we have strawberry and yogurt.
We're sticking them into the oven.
Yep.
We get muesli.
I feel like there needs to be a grain in there somewhere. Rice and milk. We get Rice Krispies!
Or rice pudding.
Rice pudding it is.
I'm gonna need some M&Ms.
So now we have blue salmon and maple syrup.
Canada is the shape of a canoe.
Maple salmon.
Canada is the capital of Narnia.
Capital is where Floridians come from.
Yes, egg we've seen. We get eggs sunny side up out of an egg in the oven.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do. So we've seen this one too. Cherries and sugar.
This was the one I objected least to, as I recall.
Just fruit candy.
Because I've done something like that.
So spicy rice flour here.
Jalapeno bread.
Laksa.
Right, I ended up looking that up at some point.
So now we have corn flour and sunflower oil.
The one time I saw sunflower oil used in a baked good, it ended up tasting like dog.
Cornbread.
Yay, cornbread!
Of course it is. Granted, it could be because the sunflower oil was really, really, really stupid old.
Could be. That's generally if I leave oil out too long, yes, it will start to taste like somebody tried to cook soap.
No,
That's what oil turns into eventually.
Basically, this was the brownies for the on-campus restaurant I used to work at for my coursework, and someone used the old sunflower oil in the brownies, and like several people commented, "These brownies taste like dog," and I'm like, "I'm sure they're exaggerating." No, they literally taste like dog. Huh. So like, we're trying to figure out what went wrong. Like what oil did he use? This oil, sunflower oil. I look at the expiration date. It's old. Crack it open, take a sniff, put some on my finger. Yep, tastes like dog.
Yep. And now, with sunflower oil, cod.
Fish and chips.
Only.
Fish sticks.
Have you ever heard a song about fish sticks? Fish
Nope.
sticks. Not many people write a little ditty about fish sticks. Fish sticks.
And now we have sunflower oil and a carrot.
We
Don't make the
get...
joke. Don't make the joke. No! There was no stirring or frying involved here.
But there was a vegetable.
And there was oil.
No!
See, we had oil, we had vegetable. What more do you need?
A walk?
Moving on. Cabbage and sunflower oil.
No.
I think this was one of your big objections.
No, no, no. No,
Green
no,
salad.
no, no. None of that. Shame on you. Shame. Shame. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow. Dishonor on your boat. Get out of here. Be gone, thought. Darken my towels no more.
Coffee beans and milk.
This has to be like an espresso or a latte or something.
Latte.
Yeah, go to hell of it.
How about some rice and some sunflower oil?
If this is risotto, someone will have to answer for their numerous war crimes.
Maybe it's just fried rice.
Fried rice!
Well,
Someone still has to answer for their numerous war crimes.
I know, there was no shrimp in it.
How about some egg
shrimp.
and some celery?
I'm afraid.
Egg salad!
I don't think so, Tim.
That got you to quote Home Improvement, I see.
Yes, yes it did.
And then pork all by itself. We saw that one really early.
It's like a pork chop or a pork cutlet or something.
Yep. Coffee beans and sugar.
You get cocaine!
Just sweet coffee.
They're like sweet tea?
Kind of. And we have corn and chicken.
We're in the South, honey.
A little bit. Casserole.
What?
Casserole.
Just it wasn't a
See,
tuna
see
casserole?
that's not like a one that's inherently wrong. That's one that's just confusing. Beer is in hand.
Beer is in hand. You see the recipe and you know what this is.
Yes, yes I do. Take him on down to the pool.
You want the beautiful part of this? Guess where I am in the Beacon Pines soundtrack right now.
Oh god damn it! Beacon, I see that Beacon Pines has betrayed me.
And for those of you at home, this actual theme, this song on the soundtrack is titled Corn Dog.
Yeah, and because... So I'm gonna give a little behind the scenes thing. Star and I recorded Beacon Pines, like, back in November, was it?
I think so, yeah.
It was like October, November.
Yeah, like pretty much like at the end tail of Halloween season.
So, and we started recording Spiritfarer like
In October.
Really? That early? I thought it was
Yep.
later than
No,
that.
it was like the last week of October, I think.
Okay.
So we had just started. We hadn't gotten into the cooking bit yet.
Yeah, and like Star and I finished Beacon Pines in 2 or 3 nights. So like that video was like up and recorded. Was recorded long before corn dogs became a meme among us. So like there's a song called Corn Dog, there's an entire section of that game based around corn dogs, and I'm like, corn dogs. You've never had a corn dog, Star? You're right, I haven't, Lantern. We should do that sometime. And like we're going along our happy little festival business. Fast forward a little bit, we get to this section of this fucking game, and we see how corn dogs are made and how they're made wrong, and now corn dogs fill me with indescribable rage.
So he's probably not gonna have me try one anytime soon.
Nah, I still might.
And just think, the bit with the corn dog in your Let's Play is about to go live on YouTube.
Yeah, it is.
That's like in the next video or two, I would think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, corn dog. We turned it into a meme on the Discord server.
And nobody else in the server knows why, like, green salad and corn dogs suddenly get me, like, indescribably angry. They're just like, huh, Lantern's mad about this, and this is hilarious.
And the beautiful part is we've had people telling us we should think about playing Spiritfarer.
Yeah, Cam actually bought me the game, and I kind of had to bite my tongue and be like, we're LPing it right now. It is a great game. Thanks. Fucking corn dogs.
Corn dogs! Anyway, moving on. Now that we've gotten all that. So we have bay shrimp and sunflower oil. Fried crawfish.
shrimp and crawfish aren't exactly the same thing, and I'm not sure how well crawfish fries. I've had it a couple of times. One time it was fine. The other time it was a lot like eating shoe leather.
I would
That was
imagine.
a place down. That was a place down in Louisiana too, where they allegedly know how to cook it.
Yeah, that's
that
the only
place
place I've had crawfish.
I could do with another trip to Louisiana. Never been to New Orleans, so
Corn, flour, and sugar.
corn flour and sugar.
I mean, wouldn't that just also be more cornbread?
In this case, it's a cake.
No, it isn't. There are several ingredients you're missing.
But it was right there.
Wheat flour and sunflower oil.
Uh-huh.
Some sort of fritter of some kind.
Pancakes, maybe?
Focaccia.
You do have to bake focaccia to make it, although I don't know the exact ingredients you need. This got us like French fries or something like that.
Yep, that's pretty much what he got us. Chicken and celery.
I don't know what this is, but it's going to make me mad.
Funnier part if we get tuna out of it.
Meat stew.
Okay, depending on how you go about it, you could technically do a braise in the oven, and I'm pretty sure you could do that with chicken. You'd need some other ingredients. Celery would be one of the vegetables I would recommend using. Anyway, moving on.
So you have honey and wheat flour.
You get honeycomb cereal, because fuck you, that's why.
Lokma.
Luchma.
From
Okay.
what I understand, I think it's similar to a sopapilla.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
Except instead of just a pocket you tear open, it's like a ball.
It's been a long
least-
time since
That's what I understand.
It's been a long time since I've had a sopapilla.
Tried ordering it for you once, didn't go well.
So, we have egg and wheat flour. Pancakes.
You don't make those in the oven!
You do here.
I could go for some pancakes.
I prefer waffles to pancakes.
True,
So-
but I do like pancakes too.
Yeah, there's room in my heart for both.
Mhm.
This'll be the surf and turf.
Beef and bay shrimp. Yep, there's our surf and turf.
Woo!
I think that's what your dad got when we went to the hibachi place.
Think so.
Mushroom and sunflower oil.
Some sort of fried mushroom, I'm assuming.
Fried mushrooms.
That...
They look like deep fried mushrooms.
So, fire glow and chicken here.
What? We get some Nashville hot fried chicken. Oh, right, it was the Korean dish,
Yeah. I still don't know how to pronounce that.
Dakangjong.
Do they?
Dakangjong.
So then chicken and sunflower oil. I'm pretty sure we saw that one.
Somewhere Colonel Sanders is weeping.
Yep. And fire glow and corn flour. Gets us chilaquiles.
I feel like when we looked that up, we were like, okay, this is acceptable.
And now we have
For-
tea leaves because we gotta make our tea.
Somewhere Uncle Iroh is crying.
Oh,
Do you
give
wanna
it
make
time.
Uncle-
I will cry more later. Chicken and corn flour.
Chicken and corn flour, specifically.
Meat pie.
You missed some steps.
Yeah, where's the human?
Wheat flour and milk.
Yeah. Crepes.
You definitely don't make those in the oven.
Look, all you need is the perfect pour.
No.
But it's right there. Crepes.
This game is a sack of crepe.
Rice, flour, and chicken.
I'm assuming this is going to be some sort of chicken tempura.
Wonton soup.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not what you get if you stick rice, flour, and chicken into an oven.
But again, right there.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel the glare.
You were banned from using the Annihilator ever again. I'm going to figure out how to run a BattleTech game in the Discord of some description just for the sole purpose of denying you the right to use the Annihilator.
Well, that's okay, because I think in the tabletop game I would probably want something else. Something without the head that's so easy to hit. Moving on. Yogurt and sugar in the oven.
In the oven. Bold choice, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Sweet yogurt.
In an oven.
In an oven. And how about some honey by itself?
You're just gonna make a mess.
If you're not careful, you're gonna set shit on fire.
We get a lollipop.
I wouldn't do that in the oven.
So they were shaped like cactuar.
Little bit. I think it was supposed to be a bee, but you know how that works.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now we have some pork and some honey going together.
That sounds delicious.
I know,
Honey
right?
ham.
Okay, you need to cure that pork before sticking it into the oven to turn it into a ham. Also, it needs to be a specific part of the pork. It needs to be the leg of that pork.
Could it be the bacon?
The bacon's a completely different part of the pork. Lantern, the animal's the pig. Shut the hell up, hypothetical viewer! Egg and milk.
Egg and milk.
I feel like this is going to be some sort of custard.
Actually, this is one seemed reasonable enough.
You can do scrambled eggs in an oven that way. It's not my preferred way. The texture's off.
And then sugar by itself, we've seen. It just gets its candy.
Yeah, oven wouldn't be the way to go about doing that.
How about cheese and an egg?
This was like an omelet or something, wasn't it?
It was.
Mm-hmm. You don't make that in the oven, but...
Egg and sugar.
This was like a meringue, or this should be a meringue. Creme brulee. That's not quite how you do that game.
I know you're missing the torch.
There is actually a way to make the brulee top without using the torch. I think it involves a very specific way of using the broiler. I learned it like 20 years ago and have since forgotten it.
Okay, but consider you wouldn't be getting to use a torch.
Yeah, I know that Arcane Griffin got like a mini brulee torch solely to make creme brulee.
So now we have an egg and sunflower oil.
He already had like eggs sunny side up. What the hell is this gonna be?
Fried eggs, maybe?
Frittata.
You do make that in the oven. Generally you'd have other things in it, but wheat flour and tomato. Fried green tomatoes.
Yeah, we saw this recipe. Tomato pizza. Objections to the tomato pizza?
There are
Then
more
it's not
steps
here.
in there.
Oh, then he doesn't have a pizza right now.
Yeah, well. But now, sunflower oil and pork.
You get porchette, which is actually a much better food than my school had led me to believe.
You get schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
That's not how you make schnitzel, but now I want a schnitzel.
I know, right?
And now cheese, all on its own.
You get a mess, I would assume.
Cheese fondue.
I think you need more ingredients for that.
Now we have an egg and pork.
Bacon and eggs.
Yep.
God damn it.
So now we have tea leaves and milk.
Milk tea?
The tears of Iroh.
English tea.
What about that makes it English?
Milky tea. Milky tea is English tea. You're welcome, Raven.
Cheese and corn flour.
Cheese and corn flour.
For some reason, I want to guess a grilled cheese sandwich.
Cheese sticks.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
that's
now-
just my confusion face right there, but
Well, I mean, technically, you could make that with just cheese and flour.
not well, but it's not as objectionable as some other things in here.
So tea leaves and sugar. I'm pretty sure you can guess what that is.
Oh, we're gonna get sweet tea, honey.
Yep, we're back in the South. And then beef all by itself.
The worst steak of your life.
Grilled steak in an oven.
That'll probably be perfect for your dad.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Granted, I do finish my steaks in the oven.
I mean, most people do.
Yeah.
Give it a light sear and then throw it in the oven for a little bit. Steak's not something I cook particularly often, but I know that's how you do it.
So now we have wheat flour and garlic.
This is going
Garlic
to
bread.
hurt.
Garlic bread, come on, garlic bread.
It is garlic bread. Oh, then milk and sugar.
I seem to recall this making me very angry.
Toffee. I don't remember
You needed
that one
something
making me
other
angry.
than milk. You needed something other than milk for that when I looked it up.
Yeah.
Sauerkraut and pork.
Yep.
Some kind of German dish.
Sauerkraut meal.
Okay. I have no commentary on that. Moving on.
Yeah. Beef and sunflower oil.
The hell are we gonna get out of this.
Yeah, remember, beef
Oh.
fondue.
Oh, yeah.
So now we have onion and wheat flour.
I
Onion
feel like
rings! Onion rings!
I feel like this is a Dylan Hollis thing suddenly.
Yep, we get good old-fashioned onion rings. And now we're into the final two here, sawdust and glue.
We get grated cheese. Nope.
That's not how you fucking make paper, game.
It is now. And then to finish everything off,
Do we get maple syrup out of the maple log?
nope. You get coal.
How much do you have left of that orchard?
I didn't drink very much of it, actually.
Huh.
I was busy eating my pot pie.
Oh, okay.
I'm
And that-
down like a third of this, maybe.
And that is all of them. So how you holding up there, Lantern?
For all of you who want to learn how to cook, don't use this game as an example. This is not an instructional video.
Try every single one.
No! That's not how you make any... That's not how any of this works.
More just result in probably a house fire.
Yeah, several of these will burn your house down.
But there are no lemons.
The absence of lemons in this game suddenly troubles me.
Cave Johnson stole them all.
Okay.
At least that's my guess.
Oh.
But there we go. We just had to subject Lantern to every cooking recipe in this game. Also the reason why the title card has corn dogs over the dots in the eyes.
Mm.
So, Lantern, in any final thoughts?
Everybody take 5d6 psychic damage.
I'd roll my die, but my cat's laying on the box.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Oh, we're doing more cooking?
That's it, I'm out.
But yeah, that will do it for this Let's Play. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and thank you for sticking around throughout the entire thing. We will be back in the future. I don't know if Lantern will be joining me for anything ever again. But, anyway, until the next Let's Play, take care, everyone.
I'm burning your house down!
Bye.